Hello everyone, this is Moshe the Electric Israeli. Thank you for joining my channel. If you're new, why don't you subscribe? Help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you for all my patrons and supporters, and those who use my link to buy their Tesla to get some free supercharging miles. Today, I want to, really evaluate the reliability of the Tesla Model 3, both from my perspective, my wife's perspective, and we have about 16,500 miles on this car. Got it October of last year, 2018. We are now towards the end of April of 2019, and I wanted to hit some spots that to me will constitute reliability. If the car is beautiful or not, that's not reliability, or things like that. To me, what is reliable? What can I count to work every time, over and over again, on a consistent basis? And to me, the number one reliability measure, the reliability rubric that I would use is, does the car turn on in the morning, afternoon, evening, in all weather conditions? That to me is the most important aspect of a car being reliable and unreliable, okay? And going through a bitter winter and now into spring, this car never had one hiccup, okay? Every day, no matter what the temperature, no matter what we did, you got in the car and it woke up for you. Absolutely woke up, absolutely was there, ready to go, ready to drive. And that is, to me, is a huge peace of mind. I don't want to compare it to cars that I had in the past, but if I must, with my old gasoline cars, cold weather, overheat, smoke, I can give you horror stories. So this car is reliable. This car you can count on. This car, no matter what the temperature is, no matter what the condition, this car will turn on. It's like my garden tools. My old garden tools are electric. I know that I don't have to put gas. I know that I don't have to put the choke. It will go even if it was not in use for 6 months. So this is, to me, it's the most comforting thing owning this car. And by the way, all of my electric cars, my old Leaf and my Chevy Volt, reliable. It's there for you anytime, every time. That is, to me, the number one. Number two, can you be reliable? Can you rely on the instruments, the maps, the buttons, the functions of the car? The answer is 99.9 yes. And let me explain. This actually happened to me not too long ago, like a half hour ago. I know it happens. I know it happened to other people, but I was in a local road down Princeton, New Jersey, and all of a sudden the screen was dark. Blinkers don't work, nothing. The car drives, the car functions, nothing. Dark. I immediately stopped because I couldn't even put the blinker on. I stopped on the side, and maybe 20 seconds later, the car came back to life. That was scary, I have to say. I'm trying to imagine if that happens to me on the highway. That never happened. I know it happens to people. I've read stories, but if that is once in a blue moon, okay, fine. But if that's something that it's in the back of my mind, that could be a major issue. Now, the car does function. The car will go. You can get it to the next exit and you can see what's going on. But when I talk about reliability, can you rely that this never happens? Obviously, the answer is no. This can happen. It just happened to me. So that's the second thing. So here you'll say it's very rare that it will happen, but it could happen. Yet the car is functionable and you can continue and you can safely go to a stop and see what's going on. Maybe turn it off, reboot it somehow, whatever. That's number two in reliability. So we have the car starts all the time, and the next one, the screen goes black. The next one is the whole autopilot suit, and I've made so many videos about it, and this is to me the most important part of the reliability issue in terms of safety. And as of now, I can tell you, owning this car all these months, 7 months plus, and almost, like I said, 16,500 miles, and using it in many functions, in long trips, in local drives, you name it, I got it. I can tell you that it's improving. The autopilot suit is improving as we go along. It still have that major issue of what we call phantom stop. You know, I'm driving on the highway right now. I'm on the right lane. Cars merging from the right side. It's possible that Tesla sees something, not sure what it is, and all of a sudden it blocks itself. Like, reduce speed significantly, and you better be ready to overtake the car and speed up so nobody hits you from behind. This still happens. In terms of steering, while you engage on autopilot, by far better than when it was. I can say that I'm 99.9% confident that the car will stay in lane, will do a good job staying in lane, moving from one lane to the other on your command. It's great. The Navigate on Autopilot, here it is, just did the phantom stop. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. It's just abruptly stops. There's no reason. There's no reason. Traffic is flowing. You know, the car can go. In terms of Navigate on Autopilot, I can tell you that for the most part, it's great. I mean, the last update was that the car can move lanes by itself. It doesn't need your approval unless you want to. So that functions very, very, very well, I have to say. And in terms of exiting, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so good. Not all the time the car recognizes what it has to do and actually exits properly. You know, it could be abruptly moving. So I would say that the Navigate on Autopilot is great, except for the exit. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. If the exit is really coming fast and there's very little room for the exit line to be, very little space between the highway and the actual exit. So there sometimes it gets confused. In local roads, it functions very, very well. But again, when you maybe drive 20, 30 miles an hour and you move to the left side, the car sometimes will stop completely, as if something is happening that the car is recognizing. So I would say the road to full self-driving, I know Elon Musk said that by 2017, a Tesla will drive from LA to New York and vice versa, all on autopilot, all on full self-driving. I don't think so. I'm sorry to be a party pooper. That ain't happening anytime soon. Anytime soon. I mean, it's getting better. It's getting much better. But there are certain issues that's still taking place. And that to me is a very much reliability / safety issues. I always say to you in most of my videos, an accident is not how you come out of it. You will come out better in this car than most cars on the road. An accident that it doesn't even happen. And relying on autopilot, I know that Tesla always touts that autopilot saves lives, and it probably does, but there are certain things that if you're not alert and awake and ready to take over, that can cause a serious problem. So to me, there are three things: the reliability of the car being there for you every morning and at any weather to be on 100%, A+. The second thing, the screen goes dark, A, because it did happen to me just now. And I've heard that it happened. The good news is that the car will function, the car will continue to go. You can stop safely and then you can see what's going on. And the third thing is the whole autopilot, I don't want to call it shenanigans, but it's still way to go. Elon Musk said this summer 2019 Tesla will be able to drive itself in cities. That would be awesome, but I don't know about that. It's not moving as fast that he thought. Maybe it was overpromise, delusion, I don't know, but there is still ways to go. If you are a Tesla owner, Tesla Model 3 especially, if you want to comment, that would be great. Tell me, what is your reliability rating? What do you think? Awesome to share with us, the community of Tesla owners and Tesla owners to be. My overall grade for the reliability of the Tesla is really a solid A. It's a very reliable car. It's an awesome car. Very, very reliable. I will take this over any gasoline car I owned in the past. All right, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Help me change the world one electric car at a time. I'll see you tomorrow, guys.